So I'm coming at you with slightly brighter hair and really horrible lighting to let y'all know that I am planning on participating in NaNoWriMo 2017. If you'd asked me like a month ago if I planned on participating in NaNoWriMo this year, I would have said probably not, because I haven't really been working on my novel, and by really I mean at all, and I just really haven't been writing for the past 4 or so months. But then like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got this like random inspiration for this really fun sounding fanfic, and it's kind of taken over not my entire life, but pretty much all of my free time lately, because I've just been having so much fun writing it. And since I've been working on this fanfic and I've been having a ton of fun with it, and since NaNoWriMo is right around the corner, I figured I'd break all the rules, continue working on this project throughout the month of November, hopefully add 50,000 words to it, and just keep on going because it's a pretty massive project for almost no reason. Also, I'm currently 30,000 words into it, and I'm only on day 2 of the story, and I am still gonna write a ton more before NaNoWriMo starts, so basically I'm crazy and this story is gonna be massive. So gonna backtrack a little bit because I've been really getting ahead of myself with this, and I need to tell y'all about what this story even is. So as I've mentioned in several Media of the Moment videos recently, linked up in the cards, I've gotten completely obsessed with K-pop over the past 4 or 5 months or so. And one of the groups I've completely fallen in love with is Day 6. They're actually a Korean band versus like a K-pop group, but they have quickly become possibly my favorite band ever, like maybe even beating out some of the bands that I've held up for a really long time as like ultimate favorites. That's how much I love them. And then like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got this idea for a fan fiction based around Day 6, and I just kind of started writing it, and now I'm 30,000 words in. Now this story idea is nowhere near my most creative or unique idea I've ever had. In fact, the base starting point of the story is actually rather similar to Flirting with Fame, which was my NaNoWriMo novel last year, but I guess I just have a thing for pop stars moving in next door to a normal person and seeing what happens after that. And since this is just a pure fanfic, I can kind of do whatever I want with it and do all of the weird cheesy things that wouldn't really fly in an actual novel like Flirting with Fame. I can kind of like toy with ideas in this story and see if I actually want to put them in Flirting with Fame. Or I can just write a really cheesy, cute fanfic, which is what I'm gonna do. Anyway, since this is a fanfic, I really don't mind sharing the idea with y'all, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna share a lot more details about this story than I have with stories in the past, mostly because this isn't something that I hope to publish someday. I mean, I'll probably post it on like either my blog or some sort of like fanfic website, but this isn't something that I hope to make money off of and publish someday, so I feel fine sharing details with y'all and letting you know what's going on in the story. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest here, this fanfic is definitely a little bit in the like self-gratification, self-fulfillment camp, in the fact that I'm kind of writing myself into a fanfic with a member of Day 6. So like, while this isn't necessarily me as the main character of the story, she does share a lot of details with me and a lot of commonalities. Again, this is just a silly fanfic that I'm having fun writing, so if I want to base the main character around me, I can do that. I've realized that as much as I love outlining and puzzling things together and piecing ideas together, I really love just free writing and having like an idea up in my mind as to where I want the story to go and like a really loose outline, but just kind of running with it and doing whatever I want. And so I'm having fun doing that with this one. So now, without any further ado, I'm finally gonna get into the actual story, what it is, what it's about, all that stuff. So my main character is a 23-year-old girl named Hannah, who is a grad student, and she has just started winter break in her last year of grad school, and she has headed home to visit her parents for the holidays. The very first day that she is home for break visiting her parents, she ends up running into the next door neighbor's son, who is also visiting his parents, and his name is Brian. Yes, Brian, not young Kay. His name's Brian. And then from there, of course, they end up talking and learning more about each other and discovering that they're very similar people, and a romance starts to blossom. But if you know anything about Korean entertainment companies, you know that people who are signed to them have a 3-year dating ban for the first 3 years after they debut, and since this takes place in the winter at the end of 2017, Brian is still under that dating ban. Day 6 debuted in September of 2015, so because of that, the dating ban is until September 2018, which is many, many months away. And plus, they live in 2 very, very different places, and their lives would probably have never crossed paths if his parents didn't happen to move in next door to her parents. And since they're both very hardworking, very determined people, they're both also very devoted to what they're doing in life. And so, as much as they find themselves falling for each other, they also are having trouble reconciling that with the fact that their jobs are taking them to 2 very, very different places on opposite sides of the globe. And that's all I'm going to share for now. Of course, if you are a fan of Day 6, there will be more Day 6 in there. All of the members pop up, especially Jay, because I love Jay, and I have so many plans for Jay as a character in the story. He's gonna be a lot of fun. And then on top of that, there's definitely gonna be some appearances from GOT7 because they're friends with Day 6, and I love GOT7, so I'm throwing them in as well. Like I said, this is something that I do plan to post online eventually, but I have tried to write and post and write and post in the past, and I haven't really enjoyed doing that for many, many different reasons. So what I plan to do is to write the whole thing, edit it, and then post it chapter by chapter, eventually. So that's what I plan on doing, so it definitely won't be posted throughout the month of November. It'll be quite a while before this actually gets posted anywhere. And like I said near the beginning of the video, I'm already 30,000 words in, and it's the 2nd day after they met. Like, I'm purposely being really rambly, and there's a lot of dialogue that I'm probably gonna cut eventually, but 30,000 words. Day 2. Like, obviously, not every single day of the story is going to be actually in the story, if that makes sense, but it's gonna take a while. I've come up with a pretty rough outline all the way through, I think, like, June for the plot, so that's good. I've got that kind of loosely figured out, and I'm just gonna have fun with the details, and I'm gonna write it the way that I want to write it, and then I can edit it later and make it slightly more polished and a little bit less rambly, and then I'll post it. Like I said, I'm just having a lot of fun with this writing project, and last year when I participated in NaNoWriMo and won, link in the cards to my playlist for that, I just had so much fun with that as well. So I think that this is just gonna be a really great month. It's gonna be pretty busy, but I think I can handle it. Now, even though I did decide kind of last second to participate in NaNoWriMo last year, and I'm also kind of deciding last second this year, I am not really doing a lot of the stuff that I did last year, even though I think a lot of it worked really well. I'm not really dealing with writing triggers this year. I'm not really setting goals and giving myself rewards. I'm kind of just gonna be doing what I've been doing for the past few weeks and just kind of writing as much as I want to. I think as of right now, even though I'm not keeping track, I think I'm hitting at least 2,000 words a day on the days that I actually end up writing. So I'm pretty sure that I've got this in the bag as long as I stay motivated. If I start to lose momentum mid-month, I will definitely start implementing things like sitting at my desk for like an hour at a time with no distractions, stuff like that I did last year. But for now, I don't really need the writing goals and the writing triggers, so I'm not gonna be using them. What I do plan on doing that I did last year though is vlogging. I am not going to guarantee a certain like time frame or a certain number of vlogs. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to vlog every day or every 2 days. I don't even know how often I'm going to vlog. I think I'm going to just start out kind of filming stuff, see how much footage I get for the first few days, and then see where to go from there. I haven't really created an inspiration board or a playlist for this year, but I definitely plan to just because they're really fun, and I will definitely be sharing those either in the vlogs or in like a separate post, just kind of talking about what's inspiring me for this. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing a lot more of the story with y'all, which is going to be super, super fun. Obviously, since I do plan on posting this, I'm not going to share everything, all of the twists and turns and all of the biggest moments, but I am going to kind of keep you up to date with where I am in the story and like where things are taking place and what general things are happening. So about the word count, like I've said many times in this video, I'm already at 30K. I'm gonna be writing more before NaNoWriMo, and then I'm gonna be hopefully adding another 50,000 to it during NaNoWriMo. So you're probably like, Kristen, you're insane. How long do you plan this fanfic to be? Because like we're nearing 100,000 words here. And trust me, I know. But like I said, I plan on paring this down and editing it after I write it. But like with this, for some reason, I kind of just want to vomit everything on the page. If I think of it and it fits in the scene, I'm gonna put it there. And if it's important dialogue and some other scene has unimportant dialogue, I'll just move it around a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I want this to be something that I just kind of throw everything into it first and then edit it afterward. So yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to say. I've just been in a super creative mood lately. I've been working on this story and I've been working on videos for my K-pop channel and thinking of all these new ideas of stuff I wanted to do, and I am super busy this week, so I'm having trouble actually being able to do everything and implement all these ideas, but I'm just super excited for everything that I'm either doing or getting ready to do, and that includes NaNoWriMo, because I had so much fun last year, and not just because I won, just because the vlogging and the writing is so much fun, and it's just a blast. So excited about NaNoWriMo. I'm so glad to be participating again. If you want to add me on the NaNoWriMo site, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I haven't been on the NaNoWriMo site in like a year at this point because I'm a mess. But anyway, I'll leave a link down to my author profile in the description. So if you want to add me, friend me, whatever it is, do it, because I'm going to be keeping that updated throughout the month. And I'm just going to tell you right now, a lot of my playlist for NaNoWriMo is going to be Day 6 music, because A, it's basically all I've been listening to anyway, and B, it fits the story because it's about Day 6, and C, it's just really, really good. Also, if you haven't listened to Day 6, do so. Do yourself a favor. I'll leave a link up in the cards to one of my favorite Day 6 videos. I don't even know which one I'm gonna link at this point because they're all perfect. But yeah, obviously the story is about Brian, young K specifically, but it's also largely featuring Jay, because even though Brian is like my alt bias with Jin Young from GOT7, Jay is like right behind them because I really love Jay. So Jay is in the story a lot, the rest of the band is in the story. It's gonna be a great time. Lots of Day 6 to be had. So that is it for this video about my NaNoWriMo plans. I will leave a link up in the cards to my K-pop channel that I've been working on, partially because this fanfic is based on Day 6, which is Korean music, and partially just because it's what I've been working on a lot more lately, and if I post any more videos before NaNoWriMo, it's gonna be on that channel. Honestly, I'm just kind of glad to have more videos to post on this channel because I haven't been doing anything book related lately, and I finally have some writing to talk about with y'all, so I'm really excited for that. As always, I will leave links down in the description to my blog, Twitter, and Goodreads. Please add me as a friend on Goodreads. I would love to be friends with all of you on Goodreads, even though I haven't used it a lot lately. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!